Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Brigadier General Chris Hyman of the South Carolina National Guard, Director of Joint Staff. We come together today to kind of discuss being prepared for severe weather and flooding, for the Severe Weather and Flooding Safety Week. I just want to let everyone to understand that the South Carolina Guard and State Guard are trained, equipped, and ready to respond to severe weather and flooding emergencies. Our service members are prepared for any weather-related disasters. We continue to work with the South Carolina Emergency Management Division and other state partners to provide critical support as requested by local, state, and federal agencies. Whether to assisting first responders, conducting search and rescue, clearing roadways, or distributing essential supplies, we stand ready. And we also stand ready to support our communities through strong partnerships and preparedness. And you being prepared is essential to protecting lives and property during a severe weather event. I will be followed by John Q, because I cannot pronounce your last name. Thank you.
Hello everyone, John Quagliariello with the National Weather Service. So as we approach the most active period of the year for severe weather, we're proud to partner with the South Carolina Emergency Management Division and the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources for this year's Severe Weather and Flood Safety Week. This week serves as an important reminder to prepare for the potential dangers posed by severe weather, and I want to take this opportunity to explain how the National Weather Service works to alert you to impending weather events and how you can take action to protect yourself and your family. The National Weather Service issues a variety of alerts to help keep you safe and informed. Severe weather and excessive rainfall outlooks provide advance notice, often days in advance, about the likelihood of severe weather or flooding. This early notification allows you to prepare and consider altering your plans accordingly. As the event approaches, severe thunderstorm, tornado, or flood watches are issued within hours of the event onset. A watch indicates that hazardous conditions are possible, so it's important to stay alert and be ready to act. Once conditions worsen and severe weather is imminent or occurring, severe weather warnings, such as severe thunderstorm warnings, tornadoes, and flash flood warnings, are issued. Warning means it's time to take immediate action. Seek shelter in a safe location right away. In rare and extreme situations, tornado emergencies or flash flood emergencies are issued when there is an imminent and catastrophic threat to human life and property. These emergencies demand immediate action. We also encourage everyone to participate in the statewide tornado drill scheduled for Wednesday. This is an excellent opportunity for schools, businesses, and residents to practice their emergency preparedness plans. The National Weather Service will initiate the drill with a routine weekly test message on NOAA Weather Radio at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Use this time to address and refine your severe weather plans and ensure that everyone in your household or organization knows what to do in the event of a real emergency. For the most up-to-date forecast, severe weather alerts, and safety guidelines, we encourage you to visit weather.gov. By staying informed and prepared, we can all reduce the risks associated with severe weather and flooding. Thank you. Next is Director Kim Stenson, SCEMD.
Thanks, John. Yeah, Kim Stenson with South Carolina Emergency Management. As you've heard, this week is Severe Weather and Flood Safety Week, which highlights the importance of preparedness. But readiness is a responsibility that we need to take serious throughout the year. We encourage all South Carolinians to stay informed and heed alerts from the National Weather Service and public safety officials. And when an alert is issued, take action immediately. Everyone should have a personalized emergency plan tailored to your family's needs. Every household is different, so take time now to create or review your plan and basically ensure everyone in your home understands what to do in different emergency situations. And we have two great resources to help you make a plan. The first is the South Carolina Emergency Manager app, which is free to download on your smartphone and will help you build an emergency plan, track your supplies, locate nearby shelters, and access updates on closings and delays. The second resource we have is our website at scemd.org, which is a one-stop online resource with important emergency updates and information. Since 2015, South Carolina has averaged 27 tornadoes a year, leading to 9 fatalities during that period. The state ranks second nationally for tornadoes and 8th for tornadoes per square mile. While severe thunderstorms are most common between March and May, damaging wind, hail, and tornadoes can occur any time of the year. Tornadoes can develop quickly, so having a preparedness plan is essential. River and flash flooding can occur year-round. Flooded roads can be very deceptive. Never drive through standing water, and your safety is worth the detour. Turn around, don't drown. On Wednesday, as already been mentioned, there'll be a statewide tornado drill for schools, daycares, nursing homes, and businesses, and many of them will participate in that event. And we encourage everyone to take this opportunity to test their emergency supplies, check their plans, and ensure they are prepared for any disaster. In closing, preparedness begins at home. Having a plan can save lives, and remember, until help arrives, you are going to be the help that's available. And so your knowledge and preparedness can make all the difference in an emergency situation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hope Mizzell, and I work as the South Carolina State Climatologist and also with the Flood Mitigation Program within the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. Our records at the South Carolina State Climatology Office show that the risk for severe weather in South Carolina is significant. Reports of damaging tornadoes date back to the colonial times, with major tornado outbreaks occurring in 1884, 1924, 1973, 1984, 1994, 2004, 2008, and 2020. As you heard Director Stenson say, over the last 30 years, an average of 27 tornadoes occurred in South Carolina each year. However, that number varies significantly. In 2016, we only had 4 tornadoes, but there were 86 tornadoes in this state in 2004. For significant tornadoes rated EF2 and higher, we average about 3 a year. In some years, we haven't seen as many of those intense tornadoes, but there were 15 in 2020, and 13 of the 15 occurred in one day on April 20th, 2020. Thankfully, South Carolina has never experienced an EF5 tornado, but there have been 11 EF4 tornadoes to hit South Carolina since 1950. We choose early March to raise awareness because it's the prime time for severe weather in the state. On average, 40% of the tornadoes in South Carolina occur in March, April, and May. That said, South Carolinians should understand that our severe weather risk is a year-round occurrence. Tornadoes, even violent ones, can happen any day of the year. It is also important to understand that thunderstorms that don't produce tornadoes can also be highly destructive. We only have to go back to April of 2024 to see that example. On that day, a destructive thunderstorm packing hail the size of baseballs with winds around 90 miles per hour struck York County, causing significant damage to the Rock Hill and York areas. And about 6 months earlier, August 15th, 2023, a damaging thunderstorm hit the Columbia area, and just with that thunderstorm alone, it was producing winds of 88 miles per hour here in Columbia. These are only a small sample of the destructive power of South Carolina's thunderstorms. Finally, with the upcoming hurricane season on the horizon, it's important to remember that we can see tornado outbreaks with tropical cyclones that affect us. Usually, tornadoes spawned by tropical cyclones tend to be weaker, as we saw with Tropical Storm Debbie in 2025. However, sometimes the tornadoes are stronger and more widespread, as we saw with Helene. Notable tornado outbreaks in South Carolina from tropical systems occurred with Tropical System Fred in 2021, Sally in 2020, Jean in 2004, and Beryl in 1994. Tropical cyclones have actually caused some of South Carolina's worst tornado outbreaks. Francis, Tropical Storm Francis, caused 46 tornadoes over September 6th and 7th, with an EF3 hitting the Camden area. So remember to stay alert for tornado risk should another tropical cyclone come our way this year. In conclusion, storm preparation is essential. Our partners at SCEMD have resources to help you prepare for thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, and any other risks that impact South Carolina. We urge South Carolinians to dedicate resources to advanced storm preparations, as this is key to protecting lives and properties when severe thunderstorms and tornadoes strike. Thank you.
In closing, the South Carolina Military Department, our state partners, are always ready and able to support our community, state, and federal agencies should a crisis arrive. But preparedness starts now, so we stress to you to go ahead and get your families and your households and your communities prepared for any severe weather. And I'll open up with any kind of questions that anyone may have. Okay, hearing none, this is the end of, oh, yes, ma'am.
I mean, many people, they're looking forward like to summer, so why is it important that people are preparing now in March? I think that's sometimes confusing.
I think you have to look at when, as we move into March is when all the severe weather starts coming, but I'll refer to Dr. Mizzell.
Yeah, I can start by saying that 40% of South Carolina's tornadoes occur in March, April, and May. Anything else to add, John?
Yeah, I'll just add that we tend to see our more significant severe weather events occur in those months that Dr. Mizzell just mentioned. While the summertime we can see a lot of thunderstorms, they tend to be what we call pulse thunderstorms. They kind of just pop up and they're more isolated, and they can be impactful, but they don't tend to impact as large of an area. In the spring, we get the line of severe thunderstorms that typically move through, and those bring a lot of widespread winds, hail, and tornadoes with them. So the character of the thunderstorms is a little bit different in the spring than in the summer. But we really need to prepare year-round because severe weather can strike any month here in South Carolina.
Anyone else?
Things that, sorry, I'm losing my voice, that people can do to prepare their homes for tornado strikes, or is it more about just planning to have an evacuation plan or things like that?
That's part of really what everybody needs to do is to know your threat and prepare your home as much as you can. There certainly, we don't really have any tornado-specific preparations for homes, but what's in the hurricane plan and what's in the earthquake plan, make sure that that you don't have a lot of dead trees outside that could land on your house and that sort of thing. But it's the problem with the tornado. You don't have much time. You can prepare for a hurricane to a certain extent, and usually there's some advance warning on a hurricane. But for a tornado, you're not going to have much time to actually do a whole lot. So, but certainly what's in the earthquake guide and what's in the hurricane guide for preparing your home, those are all good items to look at.
Okay, thank y'all.